Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. We're going to move on to the rumours. We're going to address all of them. King Jr. See, I've met this man. Yeah, and I know you're going to be like, what? But I have met this man. I went to the first Jack Will's house with him.
Yeah, I know.
Were you with him or not with him?
No. So I've been like, I'm like best mates with him.
Oh, you?
Nothing ever happened between me and King Jr. Yeah. I've known him for like probably a year or two.
Oh, right, okay.
And I was with him the other day. He came to the boxing and everything. Like, he came and he was like watching from VIP.
That was my French accent. Yeah.
And he was like zooming in. He was like, I can see you. Oh. But he came like straight after football. It's so funny. But no, like he's so sweet. And yeah, no, like I go on like a lot of nights out with him and stuff because he doesn't drink either. So he's very like, yeah, right. He's very like, oh no, like I'll stay sober. He has had a few drinks, I will be honest.
Spilled the tea, thank you very much.
No, I was out with him the other night and he actually brought a girl with him. And she was like, oh, so how do you know him? I was like, oh, I've just known him for ages. And then I was like, how do you know him? She was like, oh, he slid in my DMs. And I was like, yeah, he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy.
He's pretty nice, not red flag.
No, we posted a TikTok, or he posted a TikTok probably like 2-3 weeks ago. And all the comments were like, oh my God, like Lauren and Alexis, blah, 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 etc., etc. But no, we've just been friends for ages.
He's
I feel like
surprisingly respectful.
He is. He's so lovely. And as well, I feel like there was this one time when I first became friends with him, there was a lot of stuff on TikTok about him and some girl, I can't remember her name. And they were like
Katie Franklin.
Yeah. And they were seeing each other and something happened. And it like painted a picture in my mind of him as this like super horrible guy. But I knew him at the same time. And I was like, obviously for me, my opinion of him is going to be different to other people's opinion of him. But no, I think he's a lovely guy and like he hasn't done anything wrong to me. So
yeah.
If you do, you'll know about it. But no, he's funny. He's a good guy, and he gets on with like all of my friends and stuff. So yeah.
Do you know what? Green flag, fine.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's off the list. Yeah, sometimes. Two's had a drink. HSTikkyTokky saw you were on his Instagram.
Yes.
Great pic.
Yeah, it was a really good picture.
Love that. No, it was.
There's a story behind that picture.
And I'm asking about it. Go on.
So we planned, he sent me this thing and it was, Astrid had posted a video and she was basically like, oh, I want HSTikkyTokky. And he messaged me.
She does like him. I've seen her go live with him a few times.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I want to film a TikTok where you're in the background and I say, oh, sorry, I only go for Lengers girls only. I was like, okay, we can do it. And he was like, can we do it today? And I was like, no, I'm not free today. And I was like, we can do it tomorrow. So he was like, okay. He was like, this is where my hotel is, blah, blah, blah. I'm like 10 minutes from the hotel. And he's like, how long are you going to be? And I'm like, oh, 10 minutes. And he's like, the security are trying to kick me out because they caught me smoking in the room. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course.
So I get there. We like snuck in through the side and I have a security guy who pretty much goes everywhere with me. So he was with me as well. And my security guy's like talking to the reception, like, yeah, she's just going to be 1 minute. She's just seeing a friend. So we're all like running to the room. We filmed 2 TikToks and then I'm on the bed on my knees and he's like laying next to me.
No.
And there's 3 security guys from the hotel watching us take this photo. And we're like really trying to rush to take this photo.
Oh my God.
And then,
so sorry, they were in the room while you were taking that photo.
And they were like, you need to leave, you need to get out, you need to get out. And we're like, 1 second. We're trying to take this fucking photo for Instagram.
Oh my God. Please, can we insert the picture? That's so funny.
So we got the photo. And as well, it took so many takes. So we were there for like 5 minutes trying to take this photo. We're like, and then he's like, oh no, I've got my eyes half shut. And I'm like, no, I don't like that one. So we keep going through these photos, trying to find our favorite ones. And then we got kicked out. I left and then he was like in the park near there with his football and he was on live stream and all the reviews now, like some of them are like, oh, I was in the room shagging Lauren Alexis and security came and kicked me out. What? And I was like, and the reviews have just been ruined. Like people were just calling up the line on the phone. And I think he said the name of the hotel.
Of course.
And obviously his fan base is like a cult.
Mental.
And I don't think it ended well for the hotel. And then he went back, tried to get another room. And he's like, can I have my room back? And I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
But he said it was like one of his favourite hotels. And they just...
No more.
Yeah, exactly. They just got rid of him.
Has there been anything between either of you?
No,
ever.
There has not been.
Has he even tried to slide into your DMs like that?
No, he hasn't. We've always been friends. Same with me and Ed, always been friends. And I feel like, I don't know, they live really close to me as well. They live like 5 minutes away from me. But I just feel like I relate to them on a level that other people don't.
I know it sounds bad, but I can't imagine them having female friends. Do you know what I mean?
So it's like, we talk a bit, but it's not like, I wouldn't like go out for like lunch with them. Like, I'm not close with them on that level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like even for example at the boxing things, like for a few of the nights, when it was like the weigh-in, the press conference and stuff, HS wasn't there because he was out in Greece or something. So like, I was chilling with Ed, and like it's nice to just stand and have a normal conversation with them, because I feel like no one ever sees just the normal side to them.
This is what I mean. I can't imagine a normal conversation with them without them going, hold this wood. I just can't imagine it.
It's just, the whole thing is just like that. But even like, fuck's sake. So on Ed's team and like in his corner, there was this kid who was like this tall.
Brilliant.
I don't know if it was like his younger brother or something like that. I think it was a family member. But I'm sitting there on the side of the stage and he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, Lauren. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I got a message for you. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, Ed's told me to tell you that if he wins, he's got a hotel booked for you and he's booked it already. And I was like, you're like 5 years old.
Probably doesn't even understand it. Just lay your head at night if you want.
And then I was like, I'm actually going back home after this, but I do have my own hotel booked as well. Like, so it's fine. You know, I don't need Ed's help. And he's like, oh, okay. And then when Ed's fighting, one of the crew members, I was sitting down on the table next to the people doing like the judgings and stuff. And they like put him next to me. So I was just sitting there like, you're right. And then they were like, don't let him go anywhere. I was like, I'm not babysitting.
On a leash, like, don't you fucking dare. I've seen you.
And they were like, oh no, we're worried he's going to try and get in the ring and get hurt. And I was like, all right, don't worry, I've got my eye on him.
Was Ed's family there?
I think Ed's mum, no, HS's mum was there, because I saw an interview of his mum with Simon afterwards. I think Ed's brother was there.
Not his mum and Simon.
Yeah,
what a pair.
Simon. I know, God, yeah.
I'd love to know what their parents think about just their whole TikTok thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think both of them are really close with their mums.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of Essex guys and Essex girls, I feel like the boys are always really, really close with their mums. Like if their mums are around, of course.
I don't know if that's a red flag or not. You know when you date a guy and they're really close with their mum?
Yeah, like first date, you got to bring your mum along.
Yeah, like. Yeah. And they're like, my mum hates all my girlfriends. And I'm going, shag her then. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point in having a girlfriend then?
But no, I think HS and Ed behind the cameras are very normal people. But then I feel like so am I, because everyone thinks I'm just this massive, like, huge sexual person. I'm just such a normal person.
Anyone that's on social media that has a thing, it's definitely a persona. Like, I don't sit there and walk into a room and go, guys, you're gonna fight and believe. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. My mum would be like, sit down.
Yes, exactly.
And calm down.
Yeah, I think everyone behind cameras is very normal. And I feel like as much as we're the same on camera, if we just put in a tiny bit more energy, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Cheers to energy and bums.
Hold on. Oh, so cringe.